Good evening, and welcome to the Pizza Roundtable, part of the I Need Pizza Club network, where every Tuesday about 9 o'clock Eastern, we talk about the news and general pizza happenings of the week. I am Jim Mumford, joined by one of my hosts, Anna Kruse, and my other host, Will Dumas. Good evening, everyone. How are we?
Good, man. How are you doing? How are you,
Yeah.
Anna?
I'm doing great. It's been a great week.
Yeah, it has been a great week. I think we'll talk about that our first story. So hey, happy belated 4th of July. Been a couple weeks. Any fun pizza adventures anyone wants to dive into before we get into some fun articles?
Pizza adventures. Well, I just spent a lot of time with some pizza friends and we ate a lot of my pizza, but I had Siler
Pretty good adventure.
Chapman and family stay with me for a week last week, and
How
he and
fun.
his wife, I taught them how to make gelato. So hopefully they're bringing that to South Carolina soon. And I got to hang out at a pig roast with Nick Bogaz, who owns Caliente. So we all went over there and had a party.
Yeah.
That's hard to top.
Okay, yeah. Never mind.
Goodness.
I didn't do
Yeah,
anything,
just
so it's
casually.
fine.
Yeah. I just gotta stay at home. Did
Nothing.
sparklers. So
It's the 4th of July.
We can't compare to that.
no, come on. Yeah, how are we gonna follow that? All right. Well, we have only a few articles, but some really fun ones this week. So let's go right at the top. I'm sure everyone knows, but we will remind them. 50 Top Pizza dropped 3 lists over the past couple days. The first list we're going to talk about is 50 Top Pizza USA 2025 Excellent Pizzerias. Some familiar names on this list. Going through. So again, those familiar, right? 50 Top Pizza is an Italian, I would say, organization who drops lists every. Would you look at that? There's a familiar name on this list. That's Mercurio's. That's Anna.
I know that.
Yeah. Would you like to say a few words in your honor to being an excellent pizza?
I really love the fact that we are recognized on this list. There are some heavy hitters, so it feels a little surreal to sit here and be like, wow, I can't believe that I'm next to some of these places, but I do love my pizza so much. So then I'm like, okay, it's probably pretty accurate. But I'm gonna give credit to Eddie's Pizza 412, whose pizza is in that picture right there. Of course, you would recognize the pepperoni roses. So super
100%.
talented pizza maker, and I love having him with us at Mercurio's. So this has been a good year for us for the
Yeah,
restaurant.
just racking up the honors. So yeah, absolutely congratulations. Well earned. Certainly deserve to be on this list, if not every list they have. But love your pizza, and you hit. There are some absolute heavy hitters. This is kind of a who's. Both lists are who's. If you kind of go down, you can't find a bad slice on it. Certainly, you deserve to be there front and center. And congratulations.
Thank
What is
you.
this, like your 9th award this year? 12th? Like how many have you racked up?
I ninth. You're cute. Maybe like 6, 5. Depends.
Goodness.
Sounds pretty
So
good still. So
yeah, I mean, just I would say that's a pretty good year considering it's only half over.
Yes, we still have some more. We have some
Yeah,
more
so
to
you've still got time to win
Yes.
for the pizza or the gelato, honestly. So on Instagram, I'm sure people saw Michael was at the we'll call it unveiling of the 50 Top Pizza USA. So these are the top 50 pizzerias across the USA. There's also a slice category. We'll talk about that in a second. But kind of going down 1 through 5, we have Pizza in the Pagliara, Pizzeria Say, Tony's, Jay's, Ribalta. Any surprises here? 1 through 5. Anybody?
wasn't that familiar with Jay's. That's just me though. But I'm glad Pizzeria Say is up there. I've been looking to go there since they have followed him since he like first opened up, and I was like, damn, that's gonna be a hit, man. So good to see his recognition.
Yeah, 100%. Other names, Don Antonio, Amazing Pie. They are
I
in
see
the
my
book.
friend
Good
Georgia.
friends. Yes,
Wonderful.
who
Yeah,
is
so
one of the
excited for
best.
her.
You say it. I mean, she's one of the best pizza makers on the planet, and hands
I don't
down.
really know many people in general that work harder. She is just like, it's fascinating. And she just had a new baby, and so she's handling this with 2 little babies, and I'm just like, "Girl, getting
Can't
after
imagine.
it." And then my
Incredible.
friends over there, number 9, Ken Forkish here at number 8, couldn't believe it. I was like a little fangirl when I saw him at Pizza Expo. He was like, "Who's this creep over here?" I'm like, "Amy, I love your book." Like, I had your book before people had your book, before I made pizza, before I was gonna make the pizzeria. I just was he was like, "Okay." And now look,
And now
num
look at you. Awesome. So Robert, Chicago, number 6, great pie. Kind of going down really really interesting, right? And again, you could do this, 100 people could do a list, and they would do 100 different ways, but yeah, really good list. Congratulations to everyone else, everyone on there. Certainly just kind of go through El Forno 22, you got Texas getting some love there.
absolutely.
Other ones, Valentina's up in Madison, that's an excellent pie. um you know, again,
Pizza Rock. Tony's got 2
pizza,
on this list.
yeah, right, just
Amazing.
casually, right, just Tony just racked them up like they're parking tickets.
There's
Incredible.
Juan Perez, number 36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I knew that he made that. That's awesome.
Yeah, you just know everyone on the list. I'm just gonna let you commentate this. Hell.
Me, I'm just
I will shout out these new guys. Pizza Baby, they're in Charlotte.
Uh-huh.
They opened was
You've
it?
raved about them.
So I said, like, I went there when they first were doing, like, started, and I was like, this crust is a little interesting. Could it be like a New York style pizza? But this cheese that they did was the epitome of a New York slice. Like, you picked it up, you smelled it, and I was like, classic New York slice. Amazing. One of the best, like, New York style pizzas I've had outside of New York. So
awesome.
love it. So happy to see them in there. That's great for them.
Penelope 00 out in Vegas. Coda di Volpe, Chicago, great pie stretch. So yeah, amazing top 50. Congratulations to everyone. But that's not it, because there is a third list that was dropped, and this is top 50 top pizza slice USA 2025. Drop, go through top 5 again. Lindustry Slice and Pie, Taglio, Rob, right there, looking good on the chop set. Mama's 2 and Brooklyn DOP. That's a pretty good top 5, friends. I
That's
don't know what to
incredible.
say.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yep. Right. I mean,
A lot of New York slices up there. I mean, I know that Rob's in Mineola, but that's New York, you know?
yeah, that's so Miami Slice, Mama's Boy, Manos. I mean, just a great, Jimmy's. Nice to see Jimmy's get some love. 12 there. But yeah, awesome list again. And congratulations to Rob making third. We talked to him last night on the industry chat, and he was pretty fired up about it. So yeah, congratulations to everyone.
Great job.
Just a good reminder of, like, some of the places that I don't often think of that when you go to New York you want to try. You know what I mean? I'm just like pop up and like, oh my god, I remember, like, how good these are, and I got to remember to go back there, right? So, like, good little reminder too of some people are making some really quality pizza that I don't often always think of too. So awesome, good to see them.
I need to take a couple road trips.
Exactly.
Clearly,
the takeaway from that is,
yeah, let's go. Let's fire up the jet. So again, Anna, congratulations. Yeah, the Pizza Club jet. It's
Michael's got it.
Michael's got one. You haven't been invited to the jet? Well, you need to fix that.
No.
So anything else in the top 50 before we move on to what I would consider a top 50 pizzeria brand? All right.
I think you did a great job.
Yeah.
Thanks for presenting.
You did, Anna. Good job.
Yeah, you did,
congratulations.
Anna. Yeah, all I did was read
I want to be top 50. I'm going to do it. This is my year.
Hey,
all right,
I'll nominate you for top 50. I think
I don't
you're
even know
due.
how we do that, but I'm just going to keep
sure we got a
making
guy.
pizza, and I hope at some point.
Listen, you keep doing excellent things, and it'll happen.
Yeah.
Trust me. There's a reason Mercurio's is one of my favorite pizzas on the planet, and that is not because of how cool you are as a co-host. You're a great co-host, don't get me wrong, but your pizza's pretty good too.
You're better.
Speaking of excellent pizza, this courtesy of PMQ, Pizza Marketing Quarterly, right? I learned that. Miss Pac-Man's back. Kid-approved retro or kid-approved pizza brand launches arcade with retro games. So Chuck E. Cheese, again, part of our childhood, is taking a little different spin, and they're stepping in a new era with the launch of Chuck's Arcade. According to Brand, this bold new concept combines classic games, the hottest new games, alongside classic animatronic characters. I'm just going to pause there. What do we think of this, right? They're bringing back the 90s mall arcade.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to be bringing back some edible pizza too. So I don't know, man, on this one. I go ahead.
I think someone has to do it, right? Like, I feel like my kids are growing up in a generation of like not having this experience because all their video games are on these little devices. And I think that, in my consideration set of where I take my kids to go for an arcade is very, very small. So I definitely see a market for this. Have I been into a Chuck E. Cheese in the last 35 years? No, I have not been. Would I consider taking my children there to this arcade? Maybe, right? It's a step up from no. So we probably eat first.
Yeah, so I love it. I love arcades. I have been in a Chuck E. Cheese in the past year. I've never felt more overstimulated by the environment and understimulated by the pizza that I have. And I mean that truly. It was chaos. But I love arcades. I love retro games. I'm staring at a retro arcade cabinet right now. I love it. I think, Will, you nailed it, right? Just to kind of note here where these are. So there are major malls across the country: Florida, Connecticut, Oklahoma, New York, Texas, New Hampshire, St. Louis. You can't have the arcade without the pizza, right? So it does say they're going to have the full menu, which is great. I think that's good. I think, to hit the true arcade, right? And the mall arcade's a vibe and it's a thing. But I agree. I think you've got an opportunity to kind of hit that pizza vibe, right? That mall pizza vibe, which is kind of greasy, kind of, that New York floppy slice everyone's got in mind, not the pizza that they're currently serving. So I think they have an opportunity. If they like I say, hit the food good, right? Hit the that I think is a winner.
If they need any help creating a menu for pizza, give me a call. Okay. If you feel like you haven't addressed this already, I can help you.
Truly.
I hope
would
they
be
call. I
awesome.
hope they call you and
Putting
actually.
it out into the universe.
I mean, she has a top 50 excellent pizza, so she knows what she's doing. Oh, by the way, she's also one of the best gelato makers on the planet too.
They
So
should sell gelato.
I'm just saying. They should, right? If you're creating an elevated experience, right? The old school arcade with new and old, you should have an elevated. It doesn't have to be like a true bar grill menu with like Wagyu sliders, but you should have food that matches the vibe. And if you're just going to have kind of the same frozen pizza kind of that Chuck E. Cheese has, I think you're going to miss.
See, this is the struggle for me. I feel like there's a lot of places that are like bouncy places. Down by me, there's definitely are some more arcades, and it's tough because they all serve pizza. So to like make this distinctful enough that I want to like go there as opposed to just one of these other entertainment places that happens to serve pizza is where the tough challenge for me this one is. Like, I think New York, like Slice Shop with the nostalgia games with those are fun and like that's cool, low key to hang out in, but this balancing act of like in your face high end video games, but some also like throwback Pac-Man and then serving pizza, that's gonna be, yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling to feel it hit compared to what already exists out there from themselves. So I don't know the
I
differentiation.
agree with that. But I would just say too, like when I go to a bounce house place like you were just talking about, like I'm very mindful about the fact that we aren't going to eat there.
Right.
I'm there
Exactly.
spending my money, but we are going to stop before or after because the food is not good. So that's like a missed opportunity. You have all these parents in this facility spending a lot of money in it and we're just not going to buy your food. So elevate it, and then you make more money.
I agree.
I'm with you.
I think like when I don't know if you guys bowl a lot, but some of the like more like higher end kind of bowling ones would serve like good bar food and stuff like that. You get people to hang and chill out and kind of participate. And they have little arcades on the side too. So I think the elevated food component is what is needed. I just hope they can hit it at least a little bit higher than it was before. That's all.
Here's hoping.
Call Anna.
No.
Call Anna. She'll help you out.
Call Anna. She's got the
Create
golden
an
ticket.
awesome soft serve menu for you too. Okay, so just also putting that out there.
Just put that out there. Well, sounds like that's a party. And speaking of parties, this courtesy of the NBC affiliate in Connecticut, New Haven will try to break the world record for largest pizza party. So New Haven is looking to party its way in their record books, pizza party that is. The city is not a Guinness World Record. So basically what we're trying to do here is on September 12th, New Haven tends to break a record for the world's largest pizza party. Big green truck handling the pies, city handling logistics, and they're just going to count it. Here's the odd part. The record to beat is 3,357 people. So right off the bat, I can almost guarantee we have all been to an event with more. How many people are at Pizza Expo that have had pizza? That's a pizza party to me, right? So if you're telling me that the record is like 3,400 people, we could break that. The three of us could organize that in a week.
So I will say that the WPC holds that record.
You do?
Our pizza team. Yes.
Okay. Was this in a stadium that you guys had did it last year?
Wax. It's the WPC. We did it as a fundraiser for Make-A-Wish. Mike Bausch did it through his pizzerias in Tulsa. And it's very, very specific. So you have to have people in one room. It has to be barriered. They have to eat 2 slices of pizza the whole way. So you have judges watching to make sure that every bite from 2 slices is eaten. And they have to drink a whole beverage and a bottle of water in 15 minutes. And you have to have 5,000 people do it in 15 minutes. So all those pizzas are going to be like cold, whatever, because you're dishing it out as people are coming in the door. Then they have to sit and hold a pizza and not touch it, not open it, not anything for probably 45 minutes to an hour to 2 hours. It's a big thing. And you sit in one spot with kids just sitting, holding food, and you can't open it. And so there are a lot of logistics around it. So the record before that, I think, was only 1,200 people. So the 3,400 totally crushed it. I have since seen, because that record of 3,400 for the WPC was just about 3 years ago. There have been 2 other people attempt it, and neither one, at least 2 that I know of, but maybe even 3 people have attempted it and haven't gotten close to it. So this sounds legit though, because they have the city behind them. They have the mayor behind them. I feel like as far as logistics of moving the food and the lines and corralling, and they'll have enough volunteer eyes on it because the Guinness Book judges will come and confirm. And it did say in this article that they will watch 400 people at a time. But 400 people have to scarf that food down to get to the next 400. You got to do a lot of sets of 400 to get to 5,000 in 15 minutes. So I'd like to be a fly on the wall, and I don't want to wish anything bad on people, but
wow,
it's going to be hard.
I have nothing. That was so much more insight than I expected, but that makes sense, right? Why there are very strict rules, and the logistics of it are mind blowing. It's not just people in a room eating pizza.
I mean,
Okay,
it
makes
also
sense.
too 10,000 slices of pizza. Okay, so you're 5,000 people, 10,000 slices of pizza have to be kept at temperature control, right, for safety, because the health department's not going to let you just make a pizza and let it sit out. So you have to have the logistics of keeping it either hot or cold, depending. So I don't know what their strategy is on it, but it sounds like with having city behind you, the trucks and, the refrigerated trucks or whatever you need for that. It said that there were only 4 food trucks.
Yes.
I read that right?
Yeah.
You need 40. I don't.
Unless you're just making them for 24 hours and hold, but that I
You
don't know.
can't. Yeah,
You
you have
can't,
to
right?
hold
I
on
mean,
to that. I mean,
was
you
there
can
a
hold on to
rule
it in
in
the
size of
refrigerator.
slice, right? Are we
I'm
getting
sure
like
there is. I'm sure
micro
there is a
slices?
standard slice. No, it was if you look at the pictures from the last record in 2023, they had slices. 23.
Well, looks like they are looking for participation. So if anyone's in Connecticut on
I
September
would
12th,
be a traitor. I would be
Yeah. I mean,
well,
if you
you could sabotage. You could eat it early. You could tank it. Not that you would.
one less.
Not that you would.
400, 4,999.
I mean, from what you described of the party atmosphere of sitting and holding my stuff for 2 hours and people crying and complaining and staying on the floor. I mean, it sounds like a party I want to really
Yeah.
get to. I wish sounds like they should pay us to attend it. I feel like as opposed to paying to be there for this one.
Free pizza.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
I did not
free.
know it
It's
was such a
$15.
challenge. No, I did not know it was such a challenge and all the stipulations. That's intense, I
They
must say.
tried to do it like I think the Princess Cruise Line. I could be totally mistaken on it, but I'm pretty sure they tried to do it on a cruise ship, right? Because
I remember
everyone's
that.
contained and everyone,
Yep.
but it flopped. And then there was another one, but they couldn't get enough people to attend it. So those were the two that I
Tough.
like remember. But every time something like this comes out, someone on the team's just like, look at these yahoos trying to beat our record. Yeah.
Again,
That's
if you
good.
want to host a pizza anything, call Anna. I'm feeling the trend of
Yeah, I
today
feel
is
like Anna
call
just
Anna.
is.
In
There's
case
nothing
anyone's
she can't do.
unsure, just gonna phone a friend. It doesn't matter what the question's gonna be. I'm gonna
I
just
can help.
dial you,
Hot,
and
cold, doesn't
we're gonna
matter.
figure it
If
out. We're
it's
gonna
if I
figure it
don't
out.
know, I
You've
know
got
someone
this
who does.
rash. Can you tell me? Anna's got it. Put some Jalil on it. Probably.
I would only highlight though, Jim, just the thing I also found interesting though about that was I guess it was the same weekend that it was the New Haven Grand Prix and Abyss Fest as well. They said there's gonna be 20,000 slices served in New Haven that weekend or that
That's
day.
so wild.
That's crazy.
So that's a lot of pie. Challenge
That's
accepted.
cool, man. That's cool though.
Good
Well,
for those businesses.
yeah. Speaking of slices that you probably want to eat 20,000 of, I can't segue this one. Costco fans are combining these two food court items for ultimate lawless meal. Taking to a popular Reddit thread, one fan of the big box retailer shared their ingenious and outrageous food court hack. The Costco Glizza, 10 out of 10 would recommend. He's a wrote. So it's you take the pizza and you wrap it in a hot dog. Egg questions.
I'm familiar with this one, so I think
Okay. Will's the expert. Hit me.
Probably
Hit me.
talked about it before. I think it's an excellent food court item to assemble yourself. Some of these users have taken it to the next level now where they top them with the veggie accoutrements that you get there with sauerkraut and all kinds of things. I haven't gotten that wild before going in there, but I've done the roll up and I found it very enjoyable for a one-time event. I'm not in there weekly doing that, but give it a whirl if you're there. I fully support it. I would go with the pepperoni slice too and roll it in that.
Yeah, if you're going to do cured meats.
I went to Costco. I don't frequent Costco. I went to Costco last week and I specifically was like, I think I'm going to buy a pizza for dinner. And then I got there and I totally choked. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I get you want
I
hot
was
dogs
like,
instead,
"God, I'll
or
make dinner."
Yeah.
It was like so close. Like maybe next time. I just have to like inch myself forward. But I mean,
Okay.
hot dogs on pizza, you see it in Italy. It's not
yeah,
like
it's
a
not foreign
totally
concept.
like, of course it's going to taste good. It's just got to be a good hot dog. And to my knowledge, although I don't actually know, I hear that Costco has good hot dogs.
Yeah,
This they
So,
do. I would.
a good
This
hot
is
dog on an okay pizza. Is it an okay pizza?
it's pizza.
yeah.
Right.
It's definitely a better pizza than some others in this type of category you would think of. So I'll put it that way for sure. You would be
Wow, how diplomatic.
okay. You would be okay
Yeah.
taking this home with you.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. It's okay.
You're gonna get there one step at a time. It's okay. You walked
one
in the
step.
doors.
I thought about it.
Hey, you know what? It's one day at a time, one step at a time. I mean, and hey, if Costco, you need to call someone, then what it would take to get Anna to buy one of your pizzas, call Anna.
Can
I know
help you.
you
I
should
can
do. You
help.
know what?
Yeah.
Next time, do the curbside delivery, so you don't have to go in. You don't even have to see the
You
pizza.
don't have
They
to
just
make the
bring it out to
steps.
you. They have
It was
all
like
kinds of things.
$10. $10.
Yeah, it can't be it.
Isn't it
You
cheap?
could watch the robot make the pizza in there then too, with the ladle in the
With the
hand.
sauce, with the record
Bring
player
the kid.
sauce thing.
You don't need to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Just watch the
You just
Costco
got
robot
the
make the pizza.
Totally do that. You know what? Yes. Yes.
If you could film it for us though, I'd be
that
more enjoyable to see you going into the Costco and coming
How
out with the
funny.
pizza, please.
Excellent
Holding it.
Pizzeria, Mercurio's owner, Anna Cruz said.
Yeah, you get absolutely just
At Costco eating dinner, putting a
listen.
hot dog in her pizza.
Anyone who criticizes you is a hypocrite, right? Because we've all done it, right? I have had gas station pizza within the last 24 hours, and I am not ashamed of it. It was Casey's, pretty good
Oh,
stuff,
that's
but
fair.
still.
Okay.
I was gonna say, it
this
better
is
be Casey.
Listen, all right, one more article courtesy of Charlie at PMQ. Giordano CEO, brands must change and adapt, but this one rule should never be broken. So really good interview with Nick Scarpino, who is the CEO of Giordano's, a very iconic Chicago deep dish and every restaurant chain, certainly more than pizza. I won't go through the entire kind of interview. Please read it. But I kind of wanted to touch on Scarpino's background to kind of get thoughts. So really interesting. So executive at Portillo's for a decade, which is the Chicago regional Italian beef chain. He took that public in 2021, which is a big deal. And then he kind of went from beef to pizza. So really interesting. And that one thing, right? That one rule that should never be broken is kind of paraphrasing, kind of be true to yourself and your brand. So Anna, kind of for you, Mercurio's has its own very distinct brand, but do you ever find it challenging to keep on brand, right? You see other things. I want to make calzones. I get pizza logs or a thing, or yeah, to talk to us about what it is about your brand, your identity, and or you agree or disagree.
No, I agree. This is a great article. It
Yes.
really is. I feel like there's a lot of good information on it. I think there was a word in here that he used about it. It just slipped my head. Where did it go? He talks about how you just want to stay on brand, but you do want to be a little adaptive to it. For us, it kind of is challenging because our brand is Mercurio's an authentic Neapolitan pizzeria. So I do my best to design the menu to be as if you were going to order pizza in Naples, not in Rome, not in Sicily, just in Naples. But it's for someone like me who I want to just try it all out and see how people like it. And the creative element is you are a little lost in that. And so I feel like I am like the stickler of the brand and I will say yes or no, even though I don't live in the lane of my brothers who do develop menu. So, we talk about what we want to do. Joe wants to put pepperoni on a pizza. I'm like, no way. It's a no. It's a hard no. Yes, we would sell a ton. Don't care. So we kind of, you know, hold each other accountable to what Mercurio's is and what our goal is. So no, I'm not going to sell by the slice. No, I'm not going to start doing 16-inch pizzas. This is what Mercurio's is. So I get that in it.
Respect that. Nostalgia, I think, was maybe the word you're looking for.
Nostalgia.
Yeah,
So
which
good.
is
Thank you.
awesome. And so yeah, I hear you, right? And because yeah, if you start becoming a slice shop or you start chasing, right, then you lose you, which I think would be hard. And they say Giordano's, they want to say classic, but then they also say they're putting out a tavern style pizza, which is kind of mind blowing, right? They've always had kind of a thinner, but to have a true tavern blows my mind. And I don't know how to think of that. So, I don't, again, don't be not critical at all, but kind of it's very difficult to be a nostalgia brand that's been 66 years. It has kind of that old school, the wood paneling and the kind of the booth feel, but also then introduce completely 180 style of pizza is very bold, but honestly, I'm kind of here for it.
Listen, I was one of the ones I was going to bring up, Jim, was like the tavern obviously coming up. I was like, man, I don't know them like you do, obviously, from that perspective, right? So that was interesting. I did see them reference like the Delco kind of business, right? Delivery and carry out. And I just mean, I can appreciate the idea of like keeping something about you true to who you are, but we also like this genre has to expand. Like you
Let's to
can't,
adapt.
if these guys are only a dine-in, they didn't have an app yet. I get it. Like, hey, if no one's taking the pizza out, what do I need an app for, right? If I'm dine in and I'm waiting 45 minutes for this bake, like I get it. But like in this, what I see from food trends of just the newest whatever coming all the time in, you got to adapt a little bit. And I think this is their toe in the water to be able to catch that consumer who's not sitting in and not having an appetizer, not going for that full experience. But I think it may not necessarily be, in my opinion, the particular food component that stays to it, but maybe it's their branding in terms of what it feels like to come in, to have the pizza, the flavor, some of them maybe like slightly innovative, but still like that same sauce, that same taste, something still true is hitting it that's reminding you of it. And I think that's the kind of cool thing to be able to interpret further, but still remain true to what you got. So
Still hold it.
it's yeah.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. And I get it, right? You still want to be that neighborhood tavern kind of place that you call, you order a pie, you walk downstairs and you get it, right? But you gotta kind of keep up with the times. I was shocked that they didn't have a more digital footprint, honestly, because I feel like everyone does. But I think it's really interesting and good for him. Scarpino certainly knows the landscape, right? He grew up eating the pizza in Naperville suburbs. So oh, it's fun. It's fun. It's interesting. And if you look at how much Portillo's has grown from from what they were to kind of a semi-franchise model and how they've kept quality, I'm sure he'll do that here. So again, great article by PMQ and Charlie. Do read it, but there's a lot of layers to this. And as we were talking about some of the regional chains, frankly, closing, right, and starting consolidating, I think Giordano's is trying to kind of hold their line and saying, no, like we're going to do the nostalgia and we're going to adapt, but still be us. That, as I said, that's really tough to do because you have to show a little bit of constraint or you lose your identity.
Dude, one of those slices in there just looked absolutely delicious that you were scrolling through, and I don't know what that was. That was stuffed, Jim, but like if you can just pull that slice back
Yeah,
up for
but
us, it was amazing looking, and it really
are you
caught my
talking about
attention.
the Italian beef one?
I think so. Is the collab one in there? Yes.
Yeah, this is the collab with
Yes.
Bona Beef, right? So layer of cheese. You've got basically half inch of Italian beef. You've got the sauce, and you've got the giardiniera on top, and that's a slice for you, my friend. Fork and knife, but
It looks
would recommend.
delicious. Right,
It
but see,
is.
that's the kind of thing that, like, listen, that's to my point before. Like, I may not want that every Tuesday, right, to go in and
No,
sit down and have that. But the tavern version of that, where like that flavor's coming through, we're being slightly innovative and we tweak it or twist a little bit, like that to me stays true to it and is cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's still your essence at that core, but a little different put. So that's cool. This slice just looks delicious, and I just want to eat it though. Stop sharing it because I'm getting hungry.
no, I'm not going to stop sharing it. Yeah, and I agree. Putting Italian beef and giardiniera pizza is really smart thing to do, especially a tavern slice. Just saying. There's a shameless promotion in there if I kept going, but that's okay. Awesome show, right? That hour just flew by. Anna, where can we find you and your excellent pizza on the internet?
I am for the restaurant is at Mercuria's PGH and Anna.Cruisit on Instagram.
Will, how about you, buddy?
Yep. You could find me at hashtag Ask Anna for all of your needs for anything that comes up along the way, but also at Funny Will. Check me out there.
Awesome. I am at Jim Cook's Food Good wherever you get your content. Of course, I know you all know I Need Pizza Club. We're on Instagram, YouTube. Please like, rate, subscribe, tell a friend, tell another friend about us, all the things you do to support podcasts. We are here every Tuesday at 9-ish Eastern, 6-ish Pacific with an after show on Clubhouse, oddly enough, right after the show. So everyone, thank you. Thank you again for a excellent show, and we'll see everyone here next week.
Awesome. See you guys.
Thank you. Have a good night.